Hi there, this is Brian. One of my favorite movies is called Peaceful Warrior, and it's based on a book by Dan Millman of the same name. It's part truth, part fiction. It's basically an account of Dan Millman's experiences with one of his biggest mentors, who he has nicknamed Socrates. And in the movie, the character Dan is a gymnast, and he meets Socrates after he has a catastrophic injury that takes him off the mat and he has to heal. Well, there was one scene in particular that to this day really sticks out to me because it's both simple and profound. They're sitting there eating together, and Socrates looks at Dan and says, "You know the difference between you and me?" He says, "You practice gymnastics. I practice everything." What he was essentially telling Dan is, gymnastics is the only thing that you've determined is worthy of your undivided attention, of your complete focus. But when you practice everything, you realize that there is no moment in life that does not deserve your full attention. Whether you're eating, breathing, standing, waiting in line, if your mind is scattered about, if it's complaining, "Man, I've been standing in this line so long. What's the big deal? Why can't people get a move on?" So much time is wasted because your brain is jumping around, it's flitting, it's complaining, it's criticizing instead of being present. And Socrates, throughout the movie, is trying to impress upon Dan that there are no mundane, mediocre moments in life. There's only this moment, and it deserves your full attention. Because in any part of your life, in any moment, you're eating, you're sitting, you're standing, you're breathing. Give that your full attention, because the reality is this. In a world that's getting noisier all the time, when the latest shiny object can compel us to pay $1,000 for a phone or to eat something that smells good, even though we know that it's going to break our diet, we get led in so many places. We react to these things because we are not in control of our attention. We don't practice it enough. We don't refine enough. We don't build that muscle and that capacity to be present and focused, to not get caught up in the chatter between our ears, but to just be here, now, where everything is perfect. What makes it imperfect is our criticism of it, is our complaining. But the reality is, everything's perfect, and it always is. When I feel racked with pain, whether it's my MS kicking in or whether it's the Ehlers-Danlos, everything is perfect because guess what? When things are working as they do, when birds fly, when the wind blows, when a flower smells beautiful, it's perfect because they're doing what they do. When Ehlers-Danlos hurts, guess what? That's what it does. If I complain about it, it makes it worse. It makes me upset. It adds emotional complexity to the physical pain. But if I be with that pain, it can subside because I'm not adding this emotional energy to it. I'm just being present where the moment is perfect. It's not an easy practice. It's a lot of work. That's why they call it practice. And that's why it's important to practice everything. Are you going to have moments where you're distracted? Yeah. Why? Because you're human. Although everything is perfect, you're not. That's the catch. Your attention is going to drift. It's going to happen. So when you do, you can just simply say, yes, there it is. The human mind is distractible. You know what that means? It's perfect. And you can bring it back to whatever you are being present with, eating your cereal or your oatmeal or your yogurt, where you're tasting every single morsel of it. You're feeling the temperature of the spoon as it hits your tongue. You're moving it around in your mouth so you can experience all the flavors of whatever it is you're eating. Take it in, relish it. When you swallow it, feel it going down. If it's warm coffee like I start my day with, I feel the mocha in my mouth, the flavoring that I like so much. I feel the heat going down my throat, helping wake me up. I particularly like it when the caffeine kicks in, but I'm very present with it. I'm practicing drinking my coffee because I'm training my attention to be present. When you can train yourself to be present more often than not, then nothing, almost nothing, can take your mind away from you, meaning can take it and manipulate it into reacting, to being angry, to being offended, because you are in control of your attention, because you spend so much time practicing it by practicing with everything that you can focus on, anything that you can give your undivided attention to. And remember, there's nothing mediocre, there's nothing mundane. If you're sharpening a pencil, if you're taking a whiz, be present, okay? There's so many opportunities there, and you'll see over time your capacity to just simply be with what is, without criticizing, without judgment, simply being there. You'll realize just how full life is, because when you're paying attention, you can take it all in, because you're not distracted by the noise between your ears. So practice everything. See what it does for you, and let me know what it does for you. I'd like to process that with you. And in the comments below this video, after it ends in about 5 seconds, I'm going to put a link in there. And what that link will do for you is it will make you a part of my Facebook inner circle. Only people on Facebook can sign up for this. And I will send you emails or messages in Messenger in advance of when my videos are going to play. And I'll tell you what they're about, so you can start formulating questions and be ready to jump in and participate when it starts. And I'm also going to have some very special giveaways that only members of my inner circle will get. I will not put them anywhere on Facebook. I will not share them with my email list. My clients will get them too, because they're paying me good money for my coaching and my guidance, but you'll get them too. So when you see that link, sign up for it, because I've got something so awesome that I'm sharing with you today. It'll blow your mind. So thank you so much for watching. I honor you and your time. Best luck on your journey. This has been Brian. We'll talk again soon.